Salam and welcome to the Middle Third YouTube channel. This is a space where we discuss living moderately in a world that continues to try and make us more extreme. My name is Cody Kearse and I practice intentional speaking. So I will be speaking at a slightly lower rate today. Just bear with me. I encourage you to join me in that and relax a little bit so that we can have a good discussion. And by discussion, I mean stop it, think about it, talk with others, marinate, comment, etc. Um, Today, I'm going to be starting the first episode in a series that I call the Furloughed Fed. I am a furloughed employee at the moment, so I have some time on my hands, and this is also one of the reasons why I was inspired to try making this little YouTube slash podcast experience. Um, my aim is to introduce myself through this series so that you can get to know me, the channel, my intentions, and then also to gain some feedback from any audience members that stumble in here that are interested in co-creating a forum where we can talk about solutions in a way that's meaningful without all of the extreme rhetoric um, and sensationalism. Today, I'm going to start the first episode of my current series, the Furloughed Fed. I am a furloughed federal employee. Please decide if you want to help co-create this space. I want this to be a living YouTube channel. I plan to expand to Discord and other arenas as well where we can teach each other. So let's jump into my furlough lifestyle. I am currently a artificial intelligence researcher. I focus on quantum algorithms for machine learning, so programming quantum computers. And I spent the last 3 years prior to that working in the classical ML world. Interestingly, I also have a few degrees in psychology and sociology, so it makes me very well rounded in the sense of research capability and scientific understanding. And I think I am especially primed to speak on the impact of artificial intelligence on humans, both at the individual level and at the societal level. I hope to give you more of that information as this channel starts to grow. Um, as of right now, it's been about 2 weeks. So furlough is continuing to go on. I don't have any new information on when that stops. And for us on the government side, it's kind of scary. For a lot of us, um, you know, we make good money, but it's not, the world's best. And so there's a whole category of us who live paycheck to paycheck. I'm lucky in the sense that I have some advanced training and advanced degrees, and so my paycheck is a jump or two higher than that, but I'm still not making what you would in a traditional tech company or anything like that, as far as what you would think someone in the field of artificial intelligence and quantum and all that good stuff would make. I chose to work for the government for a different set of reasons. And they actually have good balance of work-life balance. Um, and I wanted to do something that was more meaningful than simply earning the biggest paycheck that I could. So doing something in service was one of the main things that inspired me to um, join federal service. And I find that for a large majority of us govies, us government workers, that holds true as well. So most people get into this because it has some allure in the sense of being able to serve, um, and it's a relatively stable job as well, or at least it has traditionally been so. So those two things combined really attracted me to this, particularly as somebody who's middle aged. I'm 41, and I didn't want to sprint as much in my life anymore. I wanted something that I could tackle in the long term and really let my brain settle into. And research was that for me. And doing so um, as a civil servant was the method of bringing that into a reality. The challenges of being furloughed right now, first and foremost, I think on everybody's mind is money. Are we going to go back to work anytime soon? Will we be financially secure? Will the current systems hold, and uh, our back pay be released and things like that? I'm a relatively young family in this house, and so we have some savings enough to get through a few months or so. But if furlough carried on, it would be a very challenging experience for us. And that is, as I mentioned before, the case for at this point 100,000 or more employees. There's a lot of people that are affected, and our service members, in particular, those that are active duty, those folks are continuing to do their very honorable job and duty without pay, and so I give them extra kudos for being able to show up under those conditions. Um, one of the benefits that I've had from furlough, and I guess themed, maybe the last 5 years or so, since probably 2020, when I think the world was forced to slow down um, due to our wonderful shared experience. And, furlough is a experience where I'm also slowed down. And so I've had some time to reflect on what's important, what's meaningful to me. And I got to tell you, there's so much happening in the world right now that it feels extremely important to be a part of the conversation in some way, shape, or form. Um, we are poised to enter the next great technological revolution with these upcoming technologies. Artificial intelligence is already rapidly integrating into our lives and disrupting entire industries and putting a lot of people out of work, opening up other opportunities. Um, and we don't really know where that's going to end up, but we do have a good idea that it's going to keep disrupting things as it grows. We're just at the beginning. Remember that. We're at the beginning of AI being, functional and really starting to, make our jaws drop in that sense of awe, like I can't believe it can do this. We're just at the beginning. Imagine what the next 20 years will bring. And that brings opportunity, but it also brings a lot of challenges. Um, and so that really brings me back to my original intent um, of this channel, right? The middle third. How can we, balance things a little better? Um, Not a little better. How do we balance them better? We need to. There's a lot of change, and for the average person, the average citizen of whatever country you are in, an average citizen of the world, things right now are probably very stressful for you. There's an unbelievable amount of change, uncertainty, and discord. Um, and discourse, and there's um, plenty of things to be worried and anxious about, and it can feel absolutely overwhelming with the constant stream of media that's now available to us. And I suppose it's for myself as much as anyone else that I'd be talking to, but I just wanted to remind us that we have choice, we have say. It can feel like we don't, but I can positively say um, with a sense of central authority in my own nervous system, that we have choice and action in what we do and what we choose to participate in. Um, and my hope is to remind others of that as well. Um, through these big changes, through these extraordinarily challenging times to navigate, it's important to remember that we have faculty. The average citizen has faculty, right? I'm going to wrap up. I wanted to introduce myself, start getting used to talking in front of a camera with my little microphone and my notes in front of me, and being raw and imperfect in my speech patterns and drinking coffee. I say salam, peace on you. Thank you so much for joining me. Subscribe, hit the like button, notifications. I don't even know what the hell that does for you. Don't do that. Don't get notified every time that you want to jump on here. That would drive me nuts.